believe it or not, is about telling us a story that sounds unbelievable, but it's true. So let's hear from you and see if we believe you. Is it Bailey? Or what's the name?
Let's just do a fake name.
Yeah. They don't want to incriminate themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know which line it is. So.
They said yes. They don't want to incriminate themselves.
Okay. Hi. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Let's just call you. Is it a guy or a girl? I don't even know. Hi. Tell me your fake name.
Jane Doe.
Tell me your fake name. Just make up your fake name. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Bailey.
Okay, Bailey.
Okay.
Great. See, I don't know.
I'm like going like undercover. I'm like, don't use their name.
But I don't know their name. Bailey was in my head because my friend has a dog named Bailey, and we're talking about Misty. I don't know why that came
I want to
out.
hear this story about stealing a zoo
Bailey,
animal.
let's hear it.
Yes. So my friend took her grandson to the zoo in Omaha. I'm originally from Iowa. And he wanted to take his little backpack. He's like 6 years old. So they were walking around, and, he was carrying it and walking through all the exhibits. And so they drive back home, and she's getting ready to take him to the bathtub, and she fills the water up. And so he asked if he could have his friend take a bath with him, and she was like, no problem. And so she goes in the other room, and she hears him talking to this friend, and she said, who are you talking to? And he said, it's my friend. And she walks in there, and he's playing with a baby penguin in the tub.
Shut up.
Stop it!
How did he take a penguin?
How?
Well, it was walking kind of through the exhibits, where they have the birds walking through, and somehow he picked it up, and they didn't see him, and it was in his backpack. And
Oh my God. First of all,
it survived?
Well, duh.
And he was playing with it in the tub.
Oh my God. Did they return it?
They called the zoo, and the zoo wouldn't let them take it there. They had to take it to the zoo in Iowa and have it be like
quarantined.
Yeah, quarantined.
Probably.
Because of there could be something.
What I don't understand is how they didn't smell that thing in the car, because those things stink.
Whoa.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Oh my God, they smell bad.
I was like, you got to be kidding. No, I'm not kidding. She was like in a panic. It was.
Oh my
That is
gosh.
How old is this kid?
Yeah.
Now I'm like worried.
He was like 6.
He's 6 and he picked up a
Backpack to the
penguin
zoo
and
and
shoved
takes
it in the
a baby
backpack.
penguin home and puts it. Because every child is like, Mommy, can I have my friend? Like the little toys. You don't know which lovey they're talking about or what little rubber ducky.
Yeah.
That's my friend. Okay, yeah. Who are you talking to? Oh, my new baby penguin I stole from the zoo.
Like, those things are smelly. Like, I've picked up, they're oily. They're oily and they stink.
Oh, well, guess he got a little.
Bailey.
Little stank backpack now.
What a story.
Cute,
How many
though.
years ago was that? Was that recently, Bailey?
No, it was about 7 years ago. So, yeah.
Good
Yeah, they have
grief.
air tags on them now.
Yeah, scoop that little penguin up and shove it in your backpack. They must have left the zoo pretty soon after.
I would have had to go back to look at the cameras, like at the zoo, and be like, how did this
how
even
did this
happen?
kid take this thing? Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I believe
that
you.
win so far.
You know?
That's unbelievable.
Oh my
Thank you so
gosh.
much for calling the show, Bailey. You have a great weekend.
Thank you. Have
Take
a good
care.
day.
Thank you.
Wow, bye. 713-390-KRBE. Unbelievable but true stories. Yorg is up next. It's
Yorg.
Y-O-R-G.
Yorg.
Hello,
Yorg.
Yorg. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, guys. This is Jorg.
Yorg.
Hey, I just want to tell you something really different.
Okay.
I can tell that the sex of a child, when a woman is pregnant, I'll be walking through the grocery store, the mall, whatever, and all of a sudden my hair starts standing up on my arms, on my left arm, and I'll ask the lady, it says, hey, what are you having? She goes, oh, I'm having a boy, and I have the text on my phone. I says, I already knew that, and I'll show her that information. And it just comes to me. If I had to sit there and guess, that'd be different, but it just comes to me, and I just say, I have a special gift. 99.9% of the time, out of 5-6 years, I've been doing this, and people have been beside me, and they go, how do you do this? I go, I can only say that it's a special gift. And I tell the ladies, it's not me that guesses this. I guess it's God is telling me that, hey, I just have this special gift.
But see, that's interesting, Yorg, because you
I'm not
only
that good
have
of a
it for
guesser.
guessing the gender of a child. There's nothing like
You got
you're
a
not like
50-50
you're not
chance
the
of
Long
getting
Island
it right.
medium where you're talking to the deceased or anything. It's just
No,
you're just like, hey,
nothing
that
like
lady's
that.
pregnant. That's a girl.
Fetus whisper.
No, no. And sometimes I can predict the child's sex 3 or 4 months ahead of time when they haven't even tested whether they're going to have a boy or girl. And it only relates to that. It's not anything monetary or dead people or anything like that. It's strictly
That's so random.
Yeah, I'd rather
child.
have that.
So do you have to be around these women to know it, or can you look at a photo and be like, oh, I know what you're going to have?
No. The thing is, it just comes to me. It's like
That is great.
Maybe it's like a
literally, if I'm
pheromone or
trying to
something.
guess-
Say it again,
no,
York.
if I'm trying to guess
Mm-hmm.
to somebody, it has to be physically there. But if I try to guess, it doesn't work. It's like, okay, if someone says, "Hey, what she's going to have?" It don't work that way. It
Yeah.
just like
have to be in-
something
you have to be
comes
in
into
front
my
of them.
He
brain.
has
so
to be
weird.
there.
You have to be in front of the person that's pregnant to guess the gender.
maybe
of the
it is.
baby.
I was gonna say,
Maybe-
we should have had him up.
I know, right?
That's
Maybe the
listen to this.
woman's
What's so
emitting
strange-
a certain scent, and you can pick up on that.
Listen to this. When I move towards the lady with her pregnant, my hair starts standing up
Mm-hmm.
straight. And I said, if I walk away, my hair starts standing down on my arms. I'm telling
That's
you,
crazy.
it is just.
York, do you ever
it's a
creep
gift.
these
random
women
gift.
out? Like, does anybody, like, you walk up, hey, I know the sex of your baby, and they're like, ooh, get away.
Well, only one time. I just say, hey, are you having a boy or a girl? I do it really politely and just. It could be even a drive-through, So I could just say, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, you gonna have a boy or girl? And I'll have a text on my phone just to show them that I'm not guessing after them.
So what? You see
already
the person,
knew
and then you text
beforehand.
yourself, "This is going to be a boy," and then you ask me, "Hey, are you
Yes.
pregnant? When
So
you due date?
proof.
What are you having?" And they say, "Look, I just
and then
texted
I'll
myself."
show them. They go, how do you know? And I say, I'm not a good guesser. I said, this has to be a gift from God because there's no way that I can guess that many times over the 6 years I've been doing this.
Now, somebody's asking, can you do this if there are multiples? Like somebody's having twins or triplets. Can you guess all the genders of the babies? Or you're just like, oh, I don't know.
No, I've never done that. I've never met anybody that's had twins, but I just have that sense.
It's kind of like a useless talent. You know what I mean? Like you're not benefiting from it. It's not changing the world.
No.
It's just so random that you know
No.
it. Right?
It's just like you walk randomly and you got this intuition. I think people have an intuition of different things.
Yeah.
Or things are going to happen.
Like I
So
can tell
have
how to
this
spell your name
intuition
before you
that
tell me
I
how to spell your
know what
name.
the sex of the baby's going to be.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, well, that's very interesting.
I believe
you
him
can
because-
always tell the gender of a baby.
Just what he said right there.
interesting.
97% of pregnancies are not twins. Only 3% of pregnancies involve twins.
Yeah, it's super rare. I was reading this article about how you can conceive twins. It's total garbage, but it was really funny.
IVF, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
That
yeah.
is a way.
But they were saying you can do it naturally
to
and
do identical
organic.
twins. To have
Just
identical
just
twins.
in general, just to have twins.
No, you drink milk
whether
with your
they're
salad.
paternal or not.
That's exactly it,
milk
Kevin.
with your pizza. Like
And
Kevin
I was like,
likes.
dang it, I didn't do that. That's why Santiago's not a twin.
Yes,
But it was
yes.
all like fake stuff. People
Well,
just
ask
say
him.
things.
Ask him what's in there now.
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, are you trying to say
Sorry, I
something,
didn't mean to
Kevin?
blow up your spot yet.
You're such a weirdo.
Are you pregnant, Sam?
No, I'm not pregnant.
I'm
He's
right.
a jerk.
I'm
Can you
not
leave
pregnant.
the girl alone.
I
If
am
she
not.
wants
If
another
she
baby,
were,
she'll
Kevin
let
would've
us
just
know when
blown
she's
it.
having one.
No, because we were having beers yesterday, so I think.
Well, also because as people said, asking a woman if she's pregnant is never a good idea
That's
because
what
you
I-
never know.
That's what I kept telling Kev. I was like, ask him how many times women
Yeah.
have said, like, I'm not pregnant.
I'm not
Actually,
pregnant.
Jorg,
Yeah.
has that
I'm
happened
not
to
pregnant.
you? He's still there.
By the way.
York.
Have you ever
Kevin,
said to
you're such a
somebody
brat.
that you can know the gender of their baby and they're like, what are you talking about, crazy? I'm not even having a baby. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Okay.
Good. 'Cause you got
But
that feeling.
listen to this. Listen to this. When I was in high school, okay, I knew the gender of the baby, and her name was going to be Sarah. Well, she is 27 years old. She's my daughter. Her name's Sarah, and she was the firstborn.
Oh, you had a child when you were in high school.
So I already knew what gender of the baby was going to be when I was in high school.
And then you decide on
And
the
that,
name right then
that's
and
the
there.
only time. That was the
Wow.
only time that I had that feeling. I was so certain of the gender of the baby.
You can be certain of that. I for some reason, I always knew I was going to have a daughter. Like when Michelle was pregnant with Faith, we never checked the sex of the baby. We just always assumed it was going to be a girl. We just could just
Interesting.
feel it.